Hi guys, it's Victor here again from Trend Following Trading for Beginners. In today's episode, I want to talk about something called boredom. Coming up next. Okay, boredom. What do I mean by boredom? Well, have you ever, through your trading journey, essentially nothing much happening in the market and you want some action? Or have you feel that in a street of positive trading, have like 5 or 10 street wins, you feel you're god, but you also feel bored? I have both, experienced both myself. And I think for a new trader, one of the most dangerous things that can happen to you is feeling bored. What do you mean by that? Boredom as in nothing much really happening in the market and things is going nothing basically, and you try to force the market to do something. And it comes in both ends, like I say, when there's nothing happening or when you're actually in the mood, when you're making a loads of positive trade. For me, what happened is when nothing much happening in the market, I sort of like try to find some action, and that causes me to force trading. That is, open a trade when there's nothing to trade. Sometimes I feel like because of other life pressures, like there's nothing. I think sort of very chaotic. Nothing is sort of in control, and I just try to use share trading to give some action, gives me some high, and that happens a lot especially when there's nothing really much going on, and the market's going sideways, and that to me, in essence, causes a lot of my past failures. I have looked through those. I look at those of my failures every 6 months or so, or both positive and negative. And sometimes I look at when I first started trading, the type of mistakes I made. A lot of it can boil down to I was being bored. I was trying to get some high, like an addict that have to trade every day. If I don't trade, my hands tinkles. My throat feel dry. And I couldn't sleep, that kind of thing. I become a gambler. And what I found out is, if I don't control my emotion properly, don't stick with my system properly, when the market goes sideways, then your system say there's no trade. After a couple of days or weeks, you start to get bored. You say, oh, there's nothing going on, especially trend following method that we wait for the setup. It could take weeks or months, and then once we get onto the a setup, then it could take again weeks or months, maybe years, for it to play it out. And while that's happening, okay, you do every day, go check the system, make sure that it's sort of still within the parameter of whatever the system you follow. And if there's no trade, you just say, okay, no trade. So sometimes when I check my portfolio, the number of trade that I track, it could be as low as 5 minutes. Start up the system, go through my trade, just check through everyone. Oh, there's nothing to trade. 5 minutes to max, and I switch everything off. And so I feel, really want to tingle. But then, like I said in another episode, so the more I trade and review my losses, all my bad trades and stuff, the more I realize boredom is one of the contributor of my failures, or all my failing trades. That because of boredom, I don't stick with my systems. I try to force the market to give me something that it doesn't have. And also when I look at the chart, because I was a bit bored, sometimes I look at the chart and think there's a head and shoulder there, there's a blue flag there, there's a bear flag there. sometimes it doesn't actually happen. It's just us, our brain try to make sense of random chart patterns, and it looks like, oh, there's a little chart there, looks a little chart there, that's like we can play with. But in essence, there was nothing, and then you just, because of your tingling, not following the system, and you basically force a trade when it's not there. But when you put all the things away, and you look at the core, the reason why I make those trades, that this bad trade that didn't make me money, one of the main reason is I was feeling nothing to do. And I want people to be aware of that. Not many people talks about it on share trading. Everybody say, for this system or day trading, do this. How many action? What type of action I've done today? How many I made? How much I lost, and so forth. But none of them actually sit down and say, look at the system. Look at it here. Look at the chart pattern. There's nothing to do. Okay, that's it. Check off your system, pack it back, and go. Wait for the next day. And if you do that a long time, you feel sort of bored. That's one way to look at it. But the other one is also quite fascinating. When you're in a winning streak, when you make 10 or 20 wins in a row, and suddenly you just feel like, you can do no wrong. You become God. And you sometimes, during that streak of, winning streak, you basically try to force the market. And the market, for some reason, listen to you. And you force the market and you make some money. And that's very dangerous. Apart from overtrading, overconfidence, whatever, also that boredom comes in as well, because every trade you do, no matter how risky it is, it makes you money. And then you just go, oh, is that all about it? Is that all making a trade, making money? Is that all there is life? And you feel, okay, it's just so boring. It's like you have a system. Every time you pull the lever, ka-ching, there's money coming out at the end of the day. And it's like, is it? It become mechanical. You pull the lever, that's your system. Ka-ching, there's money. Ka-ching, there's money. And you just say, oh, they start making money so easy, just like that, following systems. And slowly you become this, basically, not very careful. And you become passionate about it. And then start to feel bored, and then you try to look for something else. Try to more and more. Then suddenly go for a bigger trade, much bigger than your risk tolerance. 1%, maybe maximum 2% or something. And you try to do, okay, let's force the market a bit, because I can do no wrong. You don't follow systems, and then you do risk 5-10%, and only when just one of this turn around and bite your ass, and then you lose a lot more than you intend to. And it all boils down to you take all the force out of it. It's because you were in a winning streak, and you think you can do nothing wrong, and sometimes you feel bored, you just want some more excitement. So you go and sabotage yourself by doing something that's very risky, by trading in a market that you don't normally trade, or trading in a market that's too big a size for you, and boom, suddenly you just lose a big bunch of money. So watch out, guy, about boredom. Something that, it had destroyed a couple of my accounts before, because I was making money and nothing much happened. The market got on a sideways. Trend following, one of the things that nobody talks much about is when you're not making money, it's because the market, or whatever market you're tracking, is going sideways, and you have a lot of what you call whipsaw. And it's just like, you keep on losing, you just like, you feel like you're not following the system, and you sort of like get disheartened. And sometimes I just feel bored because nothing much happening. You're not making money. All you can see just losing. It can be all just on the other hand, when you just keep making money and winning, just like you don't treat it like a business. And so watch out. And especially when you don't treat trading like a business, then you open a shop, whatever it is, you did it not really for the love of it, buying, selling things at the start. We need to try to make a dime, make some money, because at the start, you think of you can provide a service, and you think that there's a gap in the market, that your service will be valued and people will come to you. and you basically do that. But you never start a business just because you're bored. You never go trade something just go bored. You never just go like, do bungee jumping or whatever just because you're bored. And boredom can, if you don't handle properly, can cause you seek extra activities, that can harm you. And in trading, it can harm your account. So watch out, mate, when you're feeling bored, which I have come across many times myself, and not properly handled, it can be rather, destructive. Today's, this topic's a bit boring as usual because I'm talking about being boredom, but being bored has its own value. Just make sure, when the market not going your way, just don't force the market. Be bored, let be boring, because at the end of the day here we try to make money, but being boring sometimes some people just couldn't handle it, and just like you want no action, and you basically sabotage yourself. And I've seen that. I've done that myself, and I just want you guys to know that this little hole on the ground, that if you're not careful, you step on it and if you slip and you hurt yourself. So today is basically a short episode because I've been quite rather busy, and hopefully you like my this episode, and please do listen to my other episode. Hopefully you get a bit more information and joy and advice out of it, and I will have then done my job. So I will speak to you soon. Bye for now.